The House with the Green Shutters by George Douglas Brown. Read by Peter Joyce. The frowsy chambermaid of the Red Lion had just finished washing the front door steps. She rose from her stooping posture and, being of slovenly habit, flung the water from her pail straight out, without moving from where she stood. The smooth round arch of the falling water glistened for a moment in mid-air. Jock Gourlay, standing in front of his new house at the head of the brae, could hear the swash of it when it fell. The morning was of perfect stillness. The hands of the clock across the square were pointing to the hour of 8. They were yellow in the sun. Blauselinda, of the Red Lion, picked up the big bass rug that usually lay within the porch, and, carrying it clumsily against her breast, moved off round the corner of the public house, her petticoat gaping behind. Halfway she met the hostler, with whom she stopped in amorous dalliance. He said something to her, and she laughed loudly and vacantly. The silly "hee-hee-hee" echoed up the street. A moment later, a cloud of dust drifting round the corner and floating white in the still air showed that she was pounding the rug against the end of the house. All over the little town, the women of Barbie were equally busy with their steps and doormats. There was scarce a man to be seen either in the square, at the top of which Gourlay stood, or in the long street descending from its near corner. The men were at work. The children had not yet appeared. The women were busy with their household cares. The freshness of the air, the smoke rising thin and far above the red chimneys, the sunshine glistering on the roofs and gables, the rosy clearness of everything beneath the dawn, above all the quietness and peace, made Barbie, usually so poor to see, a very pleasant place to look down at on a summer morning. At this hour there was an unfamiliar delicacy in the familiar scene, a freshness and purity of aspect, almost an unearthliness, as though you viewed it through a crystal dream. But it was not the beauty of the hour that kept Gourlay musing at his gate. He was dead to the fairness of the scene, even while the fact of its presence there before him wove more.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?